5.
Oh, okay.
Anytime you're ready.
Good.
Page 921.
Yeah. Today I want to talk about the project management book of knowledge. Uh, we are all professionals here. As you grow in your profession in any field, your next step will be your initial step will be maybe you will be entering the workforce, and later in the as you proceed in your career, at some point in your time you will have to manage projects, and for managing projects you need project management, and for project management we have valid and guidelines prepared by professionals. It is called the project management book of knowledge. uh, so anybody who does this exam, they can write the exam and they become project manager. uh, so the project management book of knowledge divides the study into like knowledge areas and processes. There are like 5 processes, like initiation process, planning process, execution process, monitoring and process control, and closing process. And there are knowledge areas. The project management book of knowledge divides uh, the knowledge into like 10 knowledge areas. They are like integration management, scope management, time management, cost management, quality management, human resource management, communication management, risk management, procurement management, and stakeholder management. Like any project, like if in life you have anything, you work, you plan on doing something, you can consider it as a project, and you can apply these principles uh, of project management to that knowledge area. So integration management talks like uh, how to integrate the project, and scope management talks about like the scope of the project, what you want to achieve in the project, what are the targets you want to achieve. So you define something called a scope. You want to achieve uh, this target in so much time. So this is called a scope. For example, if you are working in IRCI project or in Freddie Mac, they decide this is the scope of project. At the end of the project, you want to see this output. Uh, so this is scope management, and then we have time management, which is considering the time factor of the project. Like you want to achieve this deadline in this much. This scope you have to achieve in this time, like in 3 months you want to achieve this project. This talks about the time management. Cost management talks about the cost of the project, like how many dollars it is going to take to do the project. Quality management talks about the quality you want to achieve in the project. For example, you want to have this much latency in when you hit the server, and the server should return in this much time. And uh, human resource management, like human resource management talks about like the people you want to hire for the project. The project manager has to decide when somebody has to be hired for the project, and they have to motivate the people hired to achieve the targets. Communication management talks about like the communication between the different people who are hired, and making the process flow easy and efficient. Risk management talks about like the risks associated with the project, like if you try to achieve this target, you will have some risk. Maybe the server will break down, or somebody will fall sick. So who they should hire to they have to hire a new resource, or they have to distribute the task to some other people on the project. This talks about risk management. Procurement management talks about the items required to be procured for achieving the scope and time objectives. Like maybe they want to buy some new equipment or new servers, they want to buy new software. All this is procurement management. And stakeholder management talks about like the stakeholders involved in the project. Everybody will be a stakeholder, like the developers, the project manager, the project lead is a stakeholder management. So I want to conclude, PMBOK is Project Management Book of Knowledge, provides good guidelines which can be applied for any project. So it can be followed. Thanks.